If you're watching me for the first time, then this is what you see. But if you've watched some of my previous videos, you would realize that I had longer hair. As a matter of fact, I cut my hair last year, June, around my birthday, and at the time I cut it, I had bra strap length hair when stretched. What I want to talk about today is how cutting my hair has changed me. And it has actually changed me in very unexpected ways. So anybody who knows me in real life knows that I am more of an introvert. I am more of a reserved person. I feel most energized. I feel most comfortable when I am on my own, when I'm by myself. Not that I don't like people, it's just how my energies are restored. That's what being an introvert means. And one of the things that comes along with that for me as well is that I'm often in my head. I'm often thinking about things. I'm often also wondering what other persons are thinking. And so even in terms of doing something or not doing something, I often consider how persons might perceive me or how persons might think of me. And even with being a Christian as well, I am often thinking about what do other people think. One of the things that happened when I cut my hair was that I became less consumed with what other persons thought about me. I care less about it. It's not in a way where it's like, oh, I don't care what anybody says, I'm gonna live my life and do what I wanna do. It's not like that. I actually mean it in the most positive way possible. I became less consumed. I was no longer confined by what other persons may or may not think about me, so that even if I have a particular decision to make, I do consider what other persons may think. I make a personal evaluation, and if I want to do this, I do this. If I don't think it's wise, then I don't. But it's not that it's defined by what other persons may or may not think about me. So that's one. I became less confined by thoughts, possible thoughts of others. I became more open-minded, especially when it came to my hair. I am more open to doing more things because obviously if my hair doesn't last that long, I'm going to the barber to cut it off in a couple of weeks. I'm less reserved in terms of what I do because it's not going to last very long. So I am more open to experimenting with colors, styles, even in terms of the designs that I do in my hair. I know in a few weeks, in short order, it's going to grow out and I'm going to go to the barber, and it's like it never happened. So I really enjoy that, and it just makes me more open to experimentation. I became more comfortable within myself and more confident as well. There was a period of adjustment, especially when I first cut my hair, but it's after a short time, I don't know what happened. I just felt more confident. I felt more comfortable being me, and it's just a whole different level in terms of the positive regard I have for myself. I began to think more about what I wanted and not just about others. I want to make other persons feel as comfortable as possible. So I'm always thinking about how persons feel, what they may want and what they may need. But then after I cut my hair, it's like I started asking myself more with different things in my life. What is it that you want? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you want to enjoy? What is it that you want to do? Where is it that you want to go? And it started changing my mindset in terms of what makes you happy. You know what I mean? And then that brings about a whole set of other changes, because when you start to look at what you want and what you need from life, then it changes what you do, what you don't do, how you plan, how you organize your life, and just how you live in general. One of the most unexpected changes that occurred after I cut my hair is, I guess, what you would call a more minimalistic mindset. I don't know if it was just cutting off my hair and just letting go of that made me think, what else could I let go? It wasn't something conscious. It wasn't like, oh, I just cut off my hair, so let me see what else I can cut out of my life. It's something that happened. I did not even realize it until some time passed, that I was just, I was getting rid of some things, even in terms of clothes, things that I hadn't worn in a while, things that were not in good condition. I have clothes that I have been wearing from since secondary school. Some of them were not even in good condition. I keep saying, okay, I'm just gonna stitch this, I'm gonna adjust. I never get to it. I just have a lot of stuff that I just don't need in my life, and it just clutters up my space. Not just physical space, but space in my mind. It just makes me feel more cluttered. Even in terms of acquiring more things. Do I really want this? Do I really need it? If I don't, then just, let it go. I wanted less stuff. I want less things in my life, and I'm more focused on experiences than things. So I prefer to have an experience. I prefer to travel. I prefer to spend time with my family. I prefer to create experiences than acquire things. One of the other changes that took place is the realization that hair is hair. Yes, it's my crown, but it's also hair. It'll grow back. It'll grow back. A lot of persons in the natural hair community take hair seriously, and that's fine. I do too. But sometimes it just goes like way beyond what it needs to be, so that a lot of persons just feel confined and boxed in because they're afraid of what other persons in the natural hair community might think if they decide that they want to cut their hair. Maybe they want to do it in a tapered style, or maybe they want to color it, or whatever the case is. It's just all this reservation. But I've come to the place where I feel like it's just hair. I do eventually want to grow my hair back, but I want to grow it in a tapered style. So we'll see where that goes. But all in all, it is just hair. So that's for me. Those are some of the unexpected ways that cutting my hair has changed me, and I really have been enjoying this journey and where it's gonna take me. So what about you? Have you made any kind of changes in your life? Have you done something that you figured was simple, and then it just made this grand change, maybe in your mindset, maybe in your life, in your relationships, that you just did not expect? Let me know, and I will see you in